Hello and welcome to your Brand Expert Tips. Now today I just felt compelled to create a video because I'm just so inspired by the life that Nelson Mandela lived and the amount of change that he was so consistently able to create, and as a leader so powerful and compelling and inspiring and transformational, that as a brand, as a personal brand, he was just amazing, absolutely amazing. And I say was in past tense, but everything he did continues to live on, and that is what a brand is about. That is exactly what creating a brand is about. It's building a legacy, something that lives on in the hearts and the minds of all the people that you touch every single day, whether you're providing a product that genuinely makes their life better, or a service that creates so much impact in their business that it doesn't just create change for them, it creates change ongoing, and everything that is sown within your brand, it just continues to reach out to so many people. And if nothing else, please take that from this amazing, inspiring leader who did everything through making sure that he could love, that he mattered, that people made a genuine difference in the world, and he wanted to be very much in the background. He didn't even consider himself as a leader necessarily. When you watch videos of him, he was just so humble, so humble. He did everything from the heart. Everything he did was because he was passionate about it, because he believed in it, and it was a cause that he knew would help others. And if you are building your brand, then you must follow that exact model, because you maybe notice that when people are trying to sell something, when they're maybe doing it for the money, or they're doing it for reasons other than genuinely just bloody loving what you do, those people tend to go out of business very quickly. However, when you think about the greatest, biggest brands and the people that have so much influence in this world, on the planet, I'm not talking just now, I'm talking historically, those people had something consistently in common, and that was just a complete passion and dedication that came from the heart, that they would not sleep until they knew what they wanted to achieve was starting to feed out and create waves in the world, that their brand was pulsating like a heartbeat to all of these people whose lives they could make a difference in. What are you gonna do from today onwards that is going to make sure that the heartbeat of your brand is consistently getting out there in front of people? Because you are a leader. Nelson Mandela was an incredible man. You are an incredible person too, and there is a message inside you that is just so deserving to be out there. And if you haven't found your voice yet, then this is the opportunity for you to find your voice, build a brand, and create a brand of significance that genuinely inspires and motivates people, transforms their lives or their businesses. It's time for you to make sure that through your brand, you can help other people to continue to live, continue to love, and continue to matter. Now I'm going to leave you here with a fantastic video that I found of Oprah Winfrey interviewing Nelson Mandela, and it is truly inspirational. So much so that I really felt compelled to share it with you. Enjoy.
How did you get the racist guards to treat you with respect? You're in prison and you said, I will only respond to the name Mandela or Mr. Mandela.
You must fight the battle for dignity. On the very first day you go to jail.
Really?
And that's what we did. We put our foot down and insisted in being respected, even though we were prisoners. And we eventually succeeded in that.
Eventually, I know they thought that sending you to the lime quarry and working on the rocks would destroy you, but it did the opposite. How so?
Well, I was in the company of great men indeed. Some of them are more qualified, more talented than I am. And to sit down with them, to exchange views, was one of the most revealing experiences I had. To sit down with those men and to exchange views, it enriched your own life. It fortified your morality. It gave you courage to do better than your best.
The thing that was challenging was getting him to admit that he played the greatest role in the apartheid movement, because he kept saying, no, it wasn't me, it was all the other people. And I realized in that interview with him that that is what true humility is, that that's not just a, you know, like some people say, oh no, we've got to mention the other people's names. Oh, he was insistent upon not going forward with the interview without including all of the other people who were part of the movement. Well, I had said that you're one of the most humble person I'd ever met. I will tell you that when Mr. Mandela arrived today, he said that our producer met with him in the room, and he said, what is the subject of today's show? And they said, and she said, Nelson Mandela, you are the subject of today's show. He goes, oh, all right. He's so humbled that the very idea that he was going to be on for a whole hour was not something that he expected. You'd also said to me one evening, you said, we made the brain dominate the blood.
Our emotions said, the white minority is an enemy. We must never talk to them. But our brain said, if you don't talk to this man, your country will go up in flames. And for many years to come, this country will be engulfed in rivers of blood. So we had to reconcile that conflict. And our talking to the enemy was the result of the domination of the brain over emotions.
Okay, I'm still trying to understand, though. You began the peace talk, and you end up coming out of prison, and there is no bitterness. How is there no bitterness?
Well, I hated oppression. And when I think about the past, the type of things they did, I feel angry. You have a limited time to stay on earth. You must try and use that period for the purpose of transforming your country into what you desire it to be. A democratic, non-racial, non-sexist country. And that was a great task.
This has not happened before nor since, that as he was leaving the building, every one of the Harpo staff, of the 300 people in the building, lined the hallway to shake his hand as he was going out the door. And I walked him down the long path to the garage, and we now call that the Nelson Mandela hallway here at Harpo, because he walked that path, and as we're going down the path, he was shaking hands, and we took pictures, and now all of those pictures line the hallway of Nelson Mandela. Never before.